When Jim Rogers said, "We haven't seen anything like this in recorded history," he wasn't exaggerating. His words are a clear reminder of the extraordinary times we live in. Our world is shaped by economic, technological, environmental, and social complexities that affect each other in ways we've never experienced before. To truly understand the weight of Rogers's statement, we must try to explore these changes and how they create the unpredictable world we live in today. Let's start with the global economy. Throughout history, economies have cycled through periods of growth and decline, but today's scenario is unique. Global debt has reached an astonishing $300 trillion, which is about 3 times the world's total economic output. This level of debt is unmatched, and it raises serious concerns about sustainability. The history of this debt crisis can be traced back to the 2008 financial crash, when central banks slashed interest rates and printed more money in order to stabilize economies. This temporary solution encouraged borrowing, which only escalated during the COVID-19 pandemic, as governments had to spend trillions to keep their economies afloat. Now, this debt isn't just limited to a single country or region. It has become a global issue that connects nations like the US to emerging economies like Nigeria and Brazil. This interconnectedness is what makes the situation harder to predict or control. Adding to this is the decline of the US dollar's dominance. For decades, the dollar has been the backbone of global finance and the world's trusted reserve currency. But with countries like China and Russia diversifying away from it by developing alternative systems and exploring a BRICS currency, if the dollar loses its dominance, the global economy could face a transformation that will reshape trade and investments and greatly alter the power dynamics. Economics is just one piece of the puzzle. Technology is changing our world at a speed and scale that is hard to keep track of. The fourth industrial revolution is here, and it is marked by advancements in artificial intelligence, robotics, biotechnology, and quantum computing. These technologies aren't just evolving, they're fundamentally changing how we live and work. Take AI, for example. Machines that learn, analyze, and even create are no more just a figment of the imagination. AI is diagnosing illnesses, writing books, and even designing innovations. It is predicted that by 2030, 30% of jobs could be automated. But this raises the following questions. How will industries adapt? How will workers transition? And how do we prepare for a future where machines can do almost anything humans can? Cryptocurrencies are another part of these disruptions. Bitcoin and other decentralized finance systems that operate without central banks are offering financial freedom, but challenging long-standing norms. While some people might view cryptocurrencies as a form of empowerment, others see their volatility and potential misuse as great risks. However, one thing is undeniable. Cryptocurrencies are rewriting the rules of finance in ways we're still trying to understand. Technology also poses a risk, particularly around privacy. In this digital age, every action we make leaves a trail of data that companies and governments track, store, and analyze. In countries like China, technologies like facial recognition are used at an alarming scale, and this has raised debates about balancing security with individual freedom. It begs the question, are we trading our privacy for convenience? And what are the long-term implications of living in a world where our every move is monitored? Beyond economics and technology, we can see a large shift in demography. The 20th century was marked by a bipolar war between the US and the Soviet Union. However, after the Cold War, the US emerged as the dominant world power. But now, we can see that unipolar moment fading. A multipolar world is forming, with China, India, Brazil, and the EU asserting influence alongside the US. The rivalry between the US and China is a clear example of this shift. And this isn't just about trade, it's about competition in technology, ideology, and global dominance. From restrictions on semiconductor exports to China's ambitions in AI and renewable energy, we're witnessing the economic decoupling of two superpowers. This change is disrupting supply chains, innovation, and global stability, which is in turn reversing decades of globalization. The planet is also facing the crisis of climate change. Rising temperatures are leading to more extreme weather events like hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. Sea levels are also rising, threatening coastal cities and causing the displacement of millions. Unlike previous environmental challenges, this one is global. No nation is immune, and this requires swift cooperation. Yet, global competition is overshadowing the urgency of climate action. Resource scarcity is also complicating matters. Essential resources like freshwater, fertile soil, and minerals like lithium are becoming increasingly hard to find. In regions like Africa and the Middle East, water shortage is leading to conflicts and migration. With a growing population and the increasing demand for energy, transitioning to renewable energy is critical. But this process is proving to be extremely slow and complex. Amidst these challenges, societies are undergoing major changes. Though the modern world offers incredible opportunities, it also offers immense pressures. Mental health issues are on the rise, and this is fueled by social isolation, economic uncertainty, and the pervasive influence of social media. No doubt, social media connects us in incomparable ways, but it also divides us. Social media creates echo chambers where people only hear views that align with their beliefs. This polarization is visible in democracies like the US and is now spreading globally. Family dynamics are now changing. Many developed nations are facing declining birth rates, which is leading to aging populations and a shrinking workforce. Cultural changes are also reshaping traditional family structures, and this is creating new challenges and opportunities for societies. There's also the lingering impact of COVID-19. The pandemic wasn't the first humanity has witnessed, but its global economic and social effects were unlike anything we've ever seen before. It disrupted supply chains, accelerated remote work, and showed inequalities in vaccine distribution. As scientists warn of future pandemics, the lessons of COVID-19 will definitely shape how we prepare for and respond to such a crisis. So, how do we navigate this era of complexities? Jim Rogers' statement isn't just a warning, it's a call to action. The interconnected nature of today's challenges requires new ways of thinking and unprecedented global cooperation. Climate change, pandemics, and geopolitical tensions are not problems that can be solved alone. They are problems that require collective solutions. Education and innovation are especially important. We need to equip future generations with the tools that will help them adapt to a rapidly changing world. Resilience is the only key to facing uncertainty with creativity, flexibility, and determination. The truth we must all face is that we're living in a unique period in history. The systems we once relied on, like the financial markets, global alliances, and even the planet's climate, are changing. But we must keep in mind that with great challenges come even greater opportunities. We now have access to tools, knowledge, and technology that previous generations could only dream of. Now, the question isn't whether the world will change, it's about how we will respond to this change. Jim Rogers' words remind us that history is shaped through our choices. Will we rise to meet these challenges, or will we let this moment slip away? The answer lies in what we choose to do next. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this.